Welcome back everybody. In today's lecture we're going to look for the first time at what I keep referring to as the most important part of the Task 2 essay, and that is the body of the essay. So by the end of this lecture you should have a good understanding of how a quality body paragraph is structured and how it is developed, and you should be able to use this knowledge to go away and create similar paragraphs yourselves. So let's begin by talking about why the body paragraphs are so important. The body of the essay is where you demonstrate your ability to engage with a task appropriately, construct an argument or develop a discussion, use a range of vocabulary related to a specific topic, and use a range of grammar for specific purposes, and link ideas, explanations, and examples cohesively. So really, the body is the place where you are addressing every one of the band descriptors, all four, or in other words, 100% of your score. So we are looking at task response, constructing an argument, lexical resource, a range of vocabulary, grammatical range and accuracy, a range of grammar, and coherence and cohesion, linking ideas and explanations cohesively. Or in other words, we are looking at all of the band descriptor categories within the body. That's why it's so important, and that's why, whereas we only spend 5 minutes on the introduction and 5 minutes on the conclusion, we dedicate 10 minutes each to the body paragraphs, 20 minutes altogether. Now that we know why the body paragraphs are so important, we can look into how to construct very high quality paragraphs so that we can go much further to achieving band 7 or above in the exam. So now let's look at what a high quality body paragraph looks like. On the right hand side of this slide, you can see a model body paragraph for a problem and solution essay. The reason that this body paragraph works so well is that each sentence has a clear purpose. And you can see these different purposes on the left hand side here. So the first sentence is called a topic sentence, which we denote with the letter T. One problem in big cities is the lack of green spaces. This tells the reader what the main idea is in this paragraph, what the main topic is. Everything that follows this sentence can be related back to the original idea. Now in this paragraph, we are following the topic sentence with an example. For example, in the city where I live, we only have one small park, which is itself surrounded by concrete buildings. The example is used here to support the idea that there is a lack of green spaces in big cities. Everything must be related. We follow that up with a supporting sentence where we're asking how or why. This is an issue because, so why is it an issue? This is an issue because city citizens need green areas in order to relax, and the plants and trees also help to filter the air. Now because this is a problem and solution essay, this is followed by a solution sentence. To solve this problem, city authorities must invest more in building parks and gardens. Then finally we look at a result sentence, which we denote with the letter R. As a result, the people who live in cities will suffer from less stress and breathe cleaner and safer air. So everything in this paragraph has a purpose. And notice how every sentence here logically links onto the next sentence and also logically links back to its preceding sentence. Now this is quite a lot to take in, so what we're going to do is look at 2 more model paragraphs looking at different question types. So here we have a body paragraph for a discussion essay where we're not giving any opinions, but we just want to point out what the advantages are of a particular topic, in this case traveling by aeroplane. Notice that the structure of the body paragraph here is slightly different to the previous paragraph. This is an important point to make. Your body paragraphs do not need to follow all the same structures. In fact, you should try to mix it up so that you don't sound too repetitive in your structure. Variety is essential. So rather than T, E, S, Sol, R, as we looked at in the previous paragraph, this paragraph follows a different structure, which we'll look at now. So first of all, you have a very clear topic sentence. One of the most significant benefits of air travel is speed. We're covering both the task language, air travel, traveling by aeroplane, and giving a very clear idea about what the argument here is, speed. We follow that up in this paragraph with a supporting sentence. So saying why, or how, or just giving a little bit more information about the main idea. Most aircraft nowadays are able to travel faster than any other mode of transport, and they do not have to deal with the same obstacles as on land. How can we further support this idea? Well, we can use an example. To illustrate this speed, a journey from London to New York by air takes just 10 hours. Now here we come to the letter A, which represents an alternative or an alternative situation, where we look at an alternative to further support the strength of our argument. In this case, in contrast, travelling across the Atlantic by sea takes several days. An extra supporting sentence at the end, evidently, travelling by plane is far more convenient than travelling by any other means. Let's look at another example. So, here we are looking at the other body paragraph in this discussion essay, where we're looking at the drawback. So try experimenting with lots of different combinations, but remember to always put the topic sentence first. In this case, we've gone topic sentence, support, example, second topic, second example. However, air travel does have a drawback in air pollution. The power required for a plane to take off and fly to its destination causes a huge amount of fuel to be burnt. It is believed that 13 million flights are taken each year, and this creates a huge strain on the environment. Furthermore, aeroplanes require airports, and airports often cause a lot of stress for locals. For example, the sound pollution airports leak can prevent local families from sleeping properly. So what we've done in this case is looked at an extra argument and supported it with an extra example. So let's finish up with some general tips for body paragraphs. So first of all, make sure all body paragraphs begin with a topic sentence. How you choose to follow that topic sentence is up to you. There's no strict rules. Just make sure that it follows in a clear and logical progression, whether you use support sentences or example sentences or alternative solution sentences or result sentences. Topic sentences should be relevant to both the task itself and the paragraph idea. There should be two halves to a topic sentence. One of the main disadvantages of travelling abroad, that relates back to the task, is that it can cause homesickness. That is related to the paragraph. Your topic sentence should contain two halves. Keep paragraphs 4 to 5 sentences long. Any more than 5 sentences can seem a little bit drawn out, can also waste your time, remembering that time is very important in the exam, while anything less than 4 sentences may seem underdeveloped unless your sentences are very complex and are filled with many clauses. In discussion and opinion essays, remember to begin your body with the side that you disagree with. This is much more logical as it allows us to refute that previous argument and leads much more naturally onto the conclusion. For problem and solution essays, remember to use the same body paragraph formula twice. 3 sentences about the problem, then 2 sentences about the solution. Keep paragraphs based on one central topic. Try not to think about too many different ideas, as this can run the risk of diverging from the Band 7 requirement for one central topic per paragraph in coherence and cohesion. So now you know how to construct a high quality body paragraph. I want you to go away and try creating one of these yourself, looking at a new IELTS writing question, see how the formula works for you, see how the planning process now works for you, and see if it gives you a bit more confidence in your writing. And I will see you in the next lecture, where we're going to look at the end of the essay, which is the conclusion.